Hey y'all, what's going on? It's your girl Ebony P. Listen, today we're going to talk about differently able versus disabled. First, I want to start off by saying this. Everybody is entitled to their opinion of what they want to be called. If they want to be called differently able or disabled. Me personally, I prefer to label myself as differently able. The reason why I say that is because when you look up the word disabled and you dive into what it really means, that doesn't describe me. So to me, that doesn't describe the differently able community because we're able, we just have to do it differently. Hence, differently able. When you look up the word disabled, I'm going to bring y'all down a few definitions. The first one says someone that is physically or mentally incapable of doing something. Another definition stated unable to. Another, this one was my least favorite. Another is someone or something that's not working. You know, like when you disable a computer or something like that. Why would me, a differently able person, want to be labeled as disabled? I can do everything that everybody else can do. I am not unable. I just have to do it differently. We are not unable. We just have to do it differently. When you look up the word different, it says not the same, unique. Not the same, unique. That is different. So again, it goes back to when you're differently able, we're not going to be doing things the same way a quote unquote able-bodied person would be doing it because we're differently able. We have limitations, yes, but being unable to do something, no. We just have to do it differently. Again, everybody is entitled to their opinion, but I refuse to wear. But me personally, again, this is me. Me personally, I refuse to wear the label of being disabled because I'm able. I'm very able and capable. The other people in the community are very able and capable. We just have to do it differently. And some people say that because you don't want to be called disabled that you're ashamed of yourself. I'm not ashamed of myself at all. I love myself. I promote the whole community. I root for everybody. But I also know that what we speak is what we become. So I'm not going to speak that I'm disabled and unable because the God that I serve told me that I am fearfully and wonderfully made and in his image. So therefore I am able. We are able. Why would we want to consider ourselves disabled? Because again, if you go back to those definitions, it's someone that is unable, physically or mentally incapable, something that is not working. Just because we have to do it differently doesn't mean we're incapable, we're unable to do it. Different does not mean unable. It means unique, not ordinary. It says nothing. I mean nothing about being unable. So, and then we have to remember that life and death is in the power of our tongue. Life and death is in the power of our tongue. So why would I want to speak life? Or why would I encourage someone else to speak that they're unable? Why would I encourage that? I'm not going to encourage that because we were created in God's image. We were fearfully, and wonderfully made, and in God's image. God doesn't make any mistakes. So, that's just like with our names. We want people to respect our names and call us by our names. If we were called by the labels on our clothes, would we answer? You gotta be mindful of what you answer to. I refuse to answer to the title of disabled. And I refuse to encourage people to answer to being disabled, because you're not disabled. You just have to do it differently. You're unique. Whatever, honestly, if we want to be real, honestly, we're all differently able in some form. It's just that some of ours are visible and some of ours are not. But again, we have to be mindful of what we answer to. We have to be mindful of what we're called and what we answer to. So therefore, just disable the labels. Now, if you feel comfortable with being called disabled, great, go forth. Do you? I salute you. But me personally, I will not call myself disabled because I am not. So I just want to encourage you all to learn the difference to speak life to yourself versus speaking a label over yourself. There's a difference between speaking life over yourself and speaking a label over yourself. Because I've told so many things, I shouldn't even be doing this video right now. But guess what? It's about the way that I was spoke to. It's about the way that things were spoken into me that has now allowed me to do the same. We have to be mindful of what we speak and what we answer to. Speak life, not a label. Speak life, not a label. Disable the labels, y'all. Be blessed.